So, the card reveals will be starting this week, and well, we're probably going to see the upgraded scabs in the Rogue quest line, and Nova heard about this. She's been hiding. I think it's time to get her out and get ready to face upgraded scabs. Nova, it's time to come out. It's time to come out. Scabs will be revealed, but I assure you, you'll be ready. You're going to be ready for the brokenness that is scabs. We'll get it nerfed, just like we got the original one nerfed. Okay, we didn't get it nerfed, but it's gonna happen, right? There, you look strong, you look ready. Let's get ready for the reveal season.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 48th edition of our weekly news recap series where we take a look at all the news and events in the Hearthstone world in the past weekend. Well, we have the new expansion. The reveals are starting this week. We even had a special bonus one, which we beat Regis to. By the way, we beat Regis while streaming. That was, you know, an achievement in itself, but that's coming up soon, but we do have some news and stuff to cover, mostly kind of drama-based. Well, one drama story and one Hearthstone-based story, but you'll want to check them out. So the first story is just a vile, disgusting troll going absolutely out of control these past months. And well, there's actually some development on it. We've kind of talked about this stuff before, but we'll cover that. It's really it's something that shouldn't be tolerated, and we'll talk about and hopefully find ways to, you know, get around it and not have it happen again. As well as, are there changes to the shop coming for Hearthstone? Are we actually going to see some improvements to the shop? Maybe some deals. We'll talk about that. We'll also have the Talk of the Tavern segment where I highlight a content creator in the Hearthstone world that I think you guys should check out, as well as the Mailbag segment where I answer your questions. So first, toxic troll running amok on social media, on Hearthstone. All this has been an ongoing issue literally for months. There's this one guy, he's gone under multiple aliases, either Mr. Pay to Win, Mr. Free to Play, whatever, but he's a high legend player who would queue into players, and then if he would lose, would actively say vile things. I'll show you a screenshot. I'm not going to repeat what's said here because I don't want to get demonetized, but he would, or she, I don't know the gender of this person, but would add somebody and then just grief them on their decks, wish them horrible things, literally wish death upon them. And just vile things. I'll show one more of these tweets here that they would say, but you can tell that this person was just disgusting, and this created kind of an uproar on Twitter. Like, HS Esports, this guy's like a high legend player. He's potentially going to compete. Can you do something about this? Also, this should just be against Blizzard TOS. You shouldn't be allowed to harass people and do these awful things. And we talked about this recently, that they really need to add a report feature in the game. Because right now, to report someone in Hearthstone or in Battle.net period, you have to go in your Battle.net, like the actual Battle.net itself, the social feature itself, find the person, then report them there, and then you don't really know if anything happens with it. But with this event, there was a lot of creators and just a lot of people on Twitter adding HS Esports and adding a lot of other prominent people. And well, there's good news on this thing with this absolute vile person. They have been banned indefinitely from all HS Esports event. I do not know if their Battle.net or Blizzard account has been banned or anything like that, but it's good to see them stepping up. Normally when I'm reporting on something, it's like Blizzard needs to step up, do better, but at least HS Esports, they stepped up. They banned the guy indefinitely. Whoever this person is will have to, you know, clean up their act if they ever want to get back in, but it really comes down to, you know, this whole, like, people, when they're, you know, behind their keyboard, they don't feel the threat of, you know, you're never going to really probably say this in person. But again, I just feel like Hearthstone in general, just like, look, if the superior David is harassing me, I should be able to go to right here to my friends thing, click on that little arrow, and then click report. Because the superior David, as if you don't know, he plays a lot of priest. I should be able to report him for that. And just kidding, obviously it's fine to play priest, but we just like to beam on each other. But realistically, if someone is there like spamming you, saying horrible things, you should be able to report them. You should be able to go to your most recent opponent or whatever, report them, and be able to do it in game, so it's just more transparent as well. And I hope that change can happen, but overall, just this behavior is unacceptable, and it's good to see that it's punished. It's good to see that it's punished. So if you're one of these people that think you can get away with this kind of crap, people will come after you about it, and you can lose potentially your entire Hearthstone account over it. So be aware. be nice to people, don't harass people, don't say things like this, and maybe we can all just have a good time playing the children's card game that we all love to complain about, or enjoy, whatever. Anyways, so that's that story. The next story is an update to the shop. Is the shop going to get updated? This actually kind of went past me last week. This was actually during Ixar's AMA last week, but this is a topic we've talked about considerably on the channel, is the fact that the old adventures, like the old wild adventures, are, you can't even buy them with gold. You can only buy them with money and all this stuff. And Ixar was asked about this in an AMA. He was asked, will you guys ever do anything about wild adventures, like occasionally put them on sale or allow them to be bought with gold? These are things we have asked for on the channel specifically. As someone who doesn't have that much money, I can pump in a Hearthstone each month. I would definitely grind gold or buy them over time during sales. And Ixar responded with, I don't know the answer to this, but I'll find out. I think it's just shop space. I can assure you the answer isn't because we're raking in so much cash from 7-year-old content. We're afraid to unlock alternative purchase methods. We've been working on a shop revamp. So he's basically stating the shop is being revamped. There's in the work process of it being revamped, and that maybe, Wild Adventures could be put in there for gold or a discount. Like that summer sale would have been such a great opportunity, right? Like we memed the crap out of that summer sale because it literally offered no value, no sales, nothing, but they still listed stuff. Imagine they could put an adventure for like 20-30% off, and that'd be really cool. That'd be great. Or again, if you could buy the adventures with gold, buy it wing per wing like you used to be able to do. And Ixar kind of hinting that that's possibly going to happen, and I really hope it does. I would love to see that, especially like by the end of the year. Maybe launch that for Christmas season or holiday season or whatever. That would be fantastic, and I bet you they would probably make some money off of that. And they love that. They love their money. So good things to hear. But again, this was from last week, so sorry I'm a little bit late on this. There's always stuff going on, but I thought I'd keep you guys up to date on that, because that is it's a big contentious issue that we'd love to see changed. Next, we'll do the talk of the Tavern segment, where I highlight a content creator I think you guys should check out. And this week we're going to highlight a fellow Canada, Slizzle466. He's actually in the same province as me, British Columbia. He's a wild streamer and YouTuber. He's been around doing it pretty much as long as I have. When I started my YouTube, I kind of looked to him to look at his YouTube and learn the tricks of the trade, and his YouTube's very solid. He does like deck guides, and he's got like a lot of, every month he has like a really long intensive deck list thing, which is really useful for a while. Like it's got off meta, regular meta, tons of good stuff. And then on his Twitch, it's just a fun time. He streams what he can. He's a father, I believe, of 2. He's got like he teaches 2. He's a busy dude. He's a good guy, and you can always redeem your channel points to get him to Cat Jam as well. So check out Slizzle466. He's almost at 5,000 YouTube subs, so if you can help get him there, that'd be an awesome milestone. So check out Slizzle. And lastly, we have the mailbag segment, where I answer your questions. Again, if you want to ask me a question, leave a comment in the comments below with mailbag in the question or comment or whatever. Stogie Blazer asks, should Hearthstone have subclasses similar to duels, having different hero powers depending on which you would choose, or which one you would choose? You're offered specific cards that theme around that subclass. That way you can have Stealer of Souls and Wild without it breaking Wild, or making an Elemental Shaman deck and not having a Totem hero power. So basically what they could do, I guess, to change this in Hearthstone is that you could pick your hero power, and that could be the subclass, right? Your hero power would dictate that, because it could have its own cards. And I think it'd be really cool, but man, that would be like a cheapmate total overhaul. They'd have to rework so many different things. It's extremely ambitious, and I can't ever see it happening. One of the things about Hearthstone's strength is its simplicity, its ease to pick up. And then if you're having like alternating classes with different subset of cards, I think it would just create kind of a monster that they don't want to tackle. And I think it's a really cool and interesting idea. Like hero power mage, for instance, like you could literally have it more tech to that, where you could build a hero power mage or an elemental mage or whatever, right? Like you could do all these different things, but I can't see it happening, but I think it's a really interesting idea. Aethrol asks, hey Zeddy, any advice in starting a content creation or streaming Hearthstone, but looking at starting for a while, as I love the game, but I'm not rich enough to own all the cards. There are a lot of content creators out there that don't have all the cards, that don't even have like a good amount of them. There's a lot of creators out there that do relatively well, that are like completely free to play. All I can say, is play and stream with whatever you have. Just have fun with it. Streaming should just be something you do for fun, not with any like, you know, pressure to like impress or do really well with numbers or anything like that. Just stream to have fun. Tell your friends you're doing it. Maybe they'll come hang out with you and maybe you'll build a bit of an audience and you can build your collection up over time and doing more and more stuff. Maybe get like a generous donor, who knows? But I say the main thing you can do about content creation, just do it. Do it with no expectation of like, again, getting any big audience or anything. Just do it because it's fun. That's how I started with it. And it's, you know, just happened to turn into something great for me. And, you know, just do it because it's fun. And it is a lot of fun. Gilmore Maximo asks, Zeddy, since Solemn stopped playing, do you have some wild recommend? So I recommended Slizzle, but I will also recommend this streamer, this wild streamer who still streams wild every once in a while on their Twitch and uploads wild content every week on their YouTube. And that's Solemn. He didn't quit playing. He didn't quit playing wild. He's still doing it. He just he doesn't stream it that often, and he uploads content, including a series with me regularly. Now back to the meta, I think we're calling it. So yeah, so I still recommend Solemn. He's great. You can check out Slizzle too. But yeah, Solemn he's still doing wild content. It's just not as much in terms of stream. Also Solemn Daily. He uploads on Solemn Daily with Hearthstone wild content. So he's still doing it. Minari T asks, what are some of the cards in the classic basic set that you would like to see return in the next core set or make the current one feel better? I would love to see Shield Block back for Warrior. Why did they take that away? I don't know. I keep trying to make Control Warrior work and it's like, my goodness, Shield Block would be helpful. I also would like a card like Dirty Rat just in the meta. We do have Mutinous now, which makes it, you know, not as bad, but I still feel like Dirty Rat is nice for when cards like, you know, Il'gynoth are out of control. But maybe just like more AoE options, more answers to things, because right now the game is lacking answers. It's so aggro, it's so high roll meta. Board clears are just not a thing. So I don't know, a Defile, some kind of Sleep the Fishes, some kind of aggro answer. I just feel like there's not enough answers to the insane early boards these days in the game. And Ian Rose, do you give Nova cat treats? If so, what kind? She wants her cat treat because I have them here. I got her these. I don't know if they're anything, but they're called bursts. They're like chicken flavored or whatever, and Nova really likes them. I don't know how great they are or whatever, but she likes them. I don't give her treats that often, but she's being a good girl. That's why I don't give her to the bottle. She's being bad, but no, I give her treats every once in a while, and well, she can have some of those right now. So yeah, that's this week in Hearthstone. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Nova's gonna have a snack, but for the rest of you, have a great day and stay salty, my friends. Is that delicious or what?